Ah, it is you, my favorite viewer, returning to these fable lands yet again. Well, hi there again there, friends and fans. Raptor here. Welcome back to Foundation. It's good to have you here where our city is about to expand into these fable lands. We've got to clear all these trees out so I can build a city, build some wheat farms, and build some sheep pens or fields or whatnot, so that way they can graze and we can build some even more clothing. But for now, things are going to stall until we've got all that cleared out. So we've hired a ton of new loggers, and they're working on the other side of the river. I have a huge industrial area here now. We've jumped ahead to build a bridge where now we can, well, finally access the other side. You can start to see them clearing a path for future roadways and an area for a future expansion of our lovely city. If you haven't already, make sure you clap. That's just smack, clap, destroy, and blow up that like button. You guys are awesome. So welcome to all the new subs, and thanks as always for becoming members by smashing that join button too. So many of you becoming members and saying hi down below and letting me know that you're a member now. That's awesome. So welcome to all new subs and members and everyone else. You guys are great. We're going to go ahead and build ourselves a big O Lord's Manor up here today because, well, we purchased this territory and we're having problems holding all the money in our wonderful kingdom. Our soldiers have come back victorious on yet another mission, and we've upgraded all of our troops now with all the spears that they've gotten on some of their first missions. I sent them out just on a new mission now, and I think we've got a good battle history here. We have a few soldiers that have died. That happens in battle, but we've been victorious and brought back a ton of cool items. Check this out. In our resource panel, we actually brought back something called a blueprint. Yeah, an unknown blueprint, so I don't know exactly how to use that or what it is, but we'll find out soon enough. Also, we brought back tons of spears and jewelry and wine and other things that we're selling to our kingdom too. So, like for example, our tavern over here, which looks quite nice. I kind of like it. It's a combo of a resource yard, but also a tavern, and there's a couple of houses there. Makes it feel like the people who own the tavern also working under industries too. Our hop farm is looking quite nice, and we're actually brewing a bunch of beer over here. We have hops being stored at the granary. Really looks nice. And I've expanded to a couple of new churches, too. We built a new church on the western and eastern sides of the city. And we also have a double church here, which eventually this will get deleted. We'll move that out of the way soon enough, and we will probably build a bigger church since we have access to that. Under estates, we've unlocked a new church, so I'll probably end up deleting that one soon enough. Once we have one over here, we'll build a permanent church here and a permanent church there, a stone church. And of course, the biggest problem that we have now is bread, a shortage of bread, because we just have more people. More people have been upgraded to from serfs to commoners and whatnot, and so they're taking other materials. Well, let's get started designing our Lord's Manor then today. That was our main goal for today, in order to store more money. And of course, well, if we're going out on these military campaigns, we're scoring a lot of gold and other things, so I want to be able to store it and to finally have a more permanent looking settlement. Alright, let's go ahead and build ourselves I think we'll build a manor kind of like this. I'll build a building that maybe is more in the shape of a U. So let's go ahead and build like something like this. Oh boy, we'll see how good this works. Now this land here isn't exactly flat, but it's probably the flattest land on this area. If we look here, there's some areas here that are kind of hilly and whatnot. And this seems to be about the flattest area, though it's at a little bit of an angle. It's probably going to be the best for what we're trying to do here today. And of course, our keep here isn't going to be too huge, but it will definitely be somewhat large compared to our other buildings. Let's see how this will look up top. Now, once we lay this building out, I do like how we can actually move it by clicking on it. We can actually move the pieces around. Let's see. I think if we raise these up a little higher, they actually won't look too flat. So if we raise these up by 2, is there any bonus for raising these buildings? They do cost more material. Oh, no, they don't. Sometimes if you build them tall enough, they'll give you an extra bonus. Something like material bonuses or something. Oh, we can grab the whole thing there and change it around if we want to. Grabbing that is a little tricky. Okay, let's expand this one. Clicking right on that is a little tricky to do sometimes. There we go. Now, is that even? Oh, that looks to be even. That seems pretty good. Kind of hard to do with this menu in the way. Let's move that out of the way. Okay, we can actually rotate the entire facility if we want to. So perhaps we could put it over here instead. Ah, this might look quite nice. Ooh, very cool. Alright, I like that. Built into the side of the mountain like that. Alright, let's build an entryway. So we'll build like a small thingy coming out here. And that won't be even if we do it that way. So actually, I might be able to use the extension to do that. That's not going to be even either. But this will be, so let's go with this. And then a small extension if we can. Any other buildings for extension? Ah, small... Wait, what is this here? A stone main building. Ah, there we go. We can build something like this. Oh, this is going to look really cool. So something like that, at least, to represent our main keep. So what I'll probably do here is we'll build a castle wall around this. We're going to move this tower over here where I've cleared these trees, and we'll put a military training building on this side. So basically, this side of the road will be military, this side of the road will be for our keep, but everything will be enclosed by the same wall, serving also as the city's entrance, and of course making our manor look kind of cool. Let's go ahead and extend it even more. The bigger we make the manor, the more gold that we can store, and that's been my biggest problem so far, is succeeding with these military campaigns is great, but we need somewhere to store our gold. Now, what if we make something like this? Well, that kind of looks cool. Alright. Then let's put some towers on either side. Now, this is going to look a little cheesy. Nothing in this game is perfect, but I think this looks rather nice. And it's going to take a crazy amount of materials, too, to build this thing. I think I want to make the towers a little taller. And that should be even. Pretty close, right? Good. Okay, let's add some other buildings to it. We have a bailiff office, but we already have our bailiff in town. Oh, we have a tax office now that we can construct. That's weird. I didn't think that unlocked yet. Let's actually make a large stone door here. This is part of the stone set. Let's remove this door and put a large stone door here. Oh, that looks nice. If I back that up any further, it's going to be a little too close to the trees because we'll have to have a wall there. But we can move this road out front to swing around. So let's see here. So this is a stone set. We can make some other looking different buildings here attached to it. So we can make it part of the same facility. So we can make it look like some gardens here next to the berries. We can make a building here. And maybe we can make this like our own private vineyard or something along those lines. Just to give the building, this manor, a little extra flavor. So we should build something off to the side. There we are, the tax office, but it'll be disguised as a vineyard. Alright, a small little extension there. Well, this will look quite nice. Every little extension that I make, of course, can be assigned to be something individual. So, for example, we can make this a tax office or a guest house, whatever you want to call it, but more buildings just means more lore and story for our kingdom. Okay, let's see. So we'll move the road a little further away, so that way we can make a kind of a garden or something. We'll decorate this afterwards, so let's start the construction now, and then we'll add to it a little bit later. Right now, the total cost of building this is going to be 273 planks, to which we have about half. It will cost 280 stone, 33 tools, and 15 polished stone. So let's go ahead and begin the construction of our giant palace. It's kind of going to be cool, I think. I hope. Now, I've also added another building office over here, too. So we have another builder's hut here, as well as the one that we started with in town, right around here. So we have 6 builders assigned to this. No matter what, it'll take a long time. But people will now start working on delivering goods to the town. And good, all the trees have been cleared. Excellent. Now our loggers right now have been working on clearing the other side of the map. As you can see, too, I tried to get our people to mine stone from the cliffside, but it doesn't look like they're able to do that, which is kind of a nasty trick from the developers. I hope there's an update for that. I can't seem to get my people to go up there no matter what I did, but it's okay. They're mining from over here anyway, so it's kind of just a for looks kind of thing, but it still functions, so that's good. All right, so now we just got to wait for the loggers to clear out all this area. They've done a good job of cleaning out most of it, at least along the river. And as soon as all of this is clear, we can then start building our farms and such over there. So while we're waiting for the construction zone to be clear, oh, our people have already gotten well to work at building a wonderful mountainside villa for us. Very nice. Beautiful mountains in the background. Now, as soon as the villa is done, I'm going to build another wooden keep to try to move these soldiers from here to there. I don't know if deleting this building will delete my army. So, since some of these troops are rather skilled, and a lot of their skill is multiplied by having a spear. Like, look at some of these people are... Look at the XP and the strength that they have because they have spears now. So if we get everyone fully trained... Plus, we also have a knight as well. Sophie is our knight now. Take a look at this. Let's go ahead and see where Sophie is. She's living in her little modest hut over here. But we now have a knight. And boy, oh boy, does she look cool. Look at that. Knights of the Rap Table. Yeah, so she was very victorious in one of our previous missions. And gave me a choice to upgrade one of 3 soldiers. So we went with Sophie, and she is definitely a very, very good knight for sure for our kingdom. So we'll be knighting more and more of our soldiers as they go out, and never forgetting some of those who have fallen. I think what we'll have to do is we'll have to build a permanent... when we build a church here, we'll build a graveyard for all of our... A military graveyard for all of our conquests and such to honor those who perished in battle. Alright, looks like a lot of materials here are still needing to be delivered. But we've got a lot of our warehouses working towards it. We still only have 1 sawmill, but they're working hard to create some more materials. I do want to build another sawmill, but I'm running out of room too. And we'll also need to be upgrading some more peasants here very soon. They built some more houses because I've allowed more of them to upgrade. But if you upgrade too fast, it's kind of like city skylines. If you build your city too fast, too quickly, it's all going to end up bad news. Alright, as soon as everybody's fully trained, we'll send them all out on missions. We got 3 more partially trained troops to get fully trained, and then we're good to go. So we will wait and see how long this construction takes, and I'd like to forbid some of the land of being walked on. So let's go ahead and make our people go over this way. And we'll make kind of like a gate over here. I wish there was a way to delete some of these materials. This is a very plentiful area to have a start for a village. It's probably one of the best areas to auto-start aside from where we did, either here or there. So long as you have both stone and berries to begin with, it's important. Also, I've stopped taking requests from envoys until we're more adept of getting extra stuff here. For example, we have trade bonuses, but now we're just waiting to get the citizens to unlock the tax office and then all the rest of the things for the monastery and hunter's hut. When we send out the hunter, I believe the hunter gets boar, which can then be sold along with cheese here at the tavern to make some extra money. And when we build our farms over here, we're probably going to buy this land here, too, to do some dairy farms. So we'll probably have some cattle on this side, and we'll have a wheat farm, or vice versa. Maybe we can do some cattle here along with the sheep, and then we'll do some more wheat over here. Eventually, the wheat will all be shipped over here to this mill. The mill just seems to never have enough wheat at this point. We're also importing wheat, which is why our money's going down slightly. I'm trying to import wheat, bread, and flour so that we're constantly making bread, beer, and then have extra food to feed our people until we have an extra big farm up. But luckily, with this new Lord's Manor, we'll have our military conquests taken care of for all the extra gold that they're bringing in. Excellent. Wow, look at how cool this looks, all the building and stuff. It's going to be really neat. Now, we'll be adding on to this later, so this game is all about building and expanding and then rebuilding and then redesigning and rebuilding and expanding and continuing on and so forth until you're done. Okay, well, I would like to build some farms down here now to solve our problem with the wheat. I wouldn't really say it's a problem, but we just need more wheat, and we should probably get it started. Also, we could build another lumber mill over here, or a sawmill, maybe. Or maybe we could do it over here, although this area is quite crowded. Let's build one over here. We're looking for something called the... Oh, actually, some new buildings I wanted to point out, too. The gold smelter and glass smelter I hadn't seen before, or at least don't remember those buildings. So those are definitely ones we're going to get in our town as soon as we can. It looks like we have the ability to put down a sawmill, and the land here is relatively flat, just on the hill here, so they can design around that. But let's just put one more building in. Since we're bringing in so many logs now, it would be a good spot for our people to probably store some logs. We'll probably end up making this half and half after all these polished stones are exhausted. We'll probably do stones and polished stones, and then we'll do wood. In fact, we could probably change one of those to logs now. So that way our planks can be made here. And then the planks will be immediately shipped off. We don't need to store those since they're in high demand at the moment. Okay, let's get to building some more farms. So let's go for it. Do we have access to dairy farms yet? Yes, we do. We actually have access to a dairy farm now, which means we'll need to make a cheese maker too. And there's no greater cheese than a Raptor video, right? That's right. Thank you. Yes, thank you. Right. Well, we should probably do some more dairy farming here. More rural businesses here. And then a big city here. And then more rural businesses there. So let's get to it. Let's go ahead and put down another 2 wheat farms. Wheat farms, extremely useful. And extremely, well, their materials are used up rather quickly. The farms disappear quite quickly. Meaning that our wheat immediately either goes to the mill or to the brewing of beer. So we're going to need a lot more wheat. Not so many mills are needed, just more farms now. So let's build another wheat farm. And we'll probably build another one along this road here. So this wheat farm could probably put farms on either side of the road. And then this wheat farm could probably put wheat onto this side of the road up here. And then we could probably get a dairy farm going. And then probably sheep too. So let's prepare all of this. I like to put the sheep farm up in the mountains. And I've actually requested that that area be cleared of trees for some more sheep. So let's go ahead and put a couple of those there. We'll put another one down later. Here comes another envoy. And let's put down a dairy farm now. Don't know how much land we're going to need for that. I'd like to put a dairy farm up here too whenever we expanded that land. But just little by little. Now with our workers all making the Lord's Manor, I think they should be focused on that first. Looks pretty good though, I'd say. Especially since we can't really terraform. That's going to look nice, I think. Not perfect, but it's going to be perfect for our little kingdom. Alright, they're about halfway done with that, actually. And perfect. We can already start using these as a treasury. So our treasury right now is at 7... It was at like 7... Or, sorry, 2,400. Now it's at 27. Let's see how much it is after we expand. I like how we can start using this building before it's fully constructed, which is nice. So now we're at 3,700, which is great for those military campaigns. Because sometimes we can bring in gold, sometimes we can bring in other things, and it'll just be good to use those as storage. Alright. I've also opted for some of these trees to be cleared, so when these areas are cleared out, we'll have a little bit more room for farming and for cattle. So we'll expand that just a little bit more. So our wheat farm can take up an area this large, and then our dairy farm can go over here. And I don't think there's a way to separate the sheep and the cattle, but obviously farms nowadays have a mix of both sheeps and cattle and chickens and other things. That'd be another cool thing in this game is to see eggs be a thing. A chicken coop would be cool. And that way you could feed them a little extra wheat, and then they could produce eggs, which could sell for a lot, possibly. Alright, very nice. Cool to see the horse runner come in and out like that. Alright. Oh, it looks like they're going to this side of the blocker. There we go. I just want to try to redirect that traffic to this way so we can make a gate. Somewhere over here. Very good. Now, our kingdom, of course, can't ever be attacked. There are military battles in this game that take place off-screen, but we'll never be assaulted by any foreign invaders. So it's not like we're ever needing to be mindful about how it's set up accurately. So long as you have a tower, for example, it just has to look cool. It doesn't actually have to function. Yeah, let's hope everybody comes in this way then. And as soon as that's done, we'll figure out how else we'll design it. So it's good to have a little breathing room now on our income, so we don't have to worry about hitting the maximum anymore. We're being so profitable that we actually had to spend a ton of materials in order to make more money. Which, of course, is great, because then we can have more imports for the things that we truly need. And we'll finish up some more designs here. So it looks like a sheep farm, dairy farm, 2 wheat farms are ready to go as soon as the builders get over here. And we built a very nice open area for roads to be constructed. And the loggers are doing a very good job of cutting down all that stuff. Very nice. Now, eventually we'll need charcoal burners and other things, so we need more land for more industrial areas. So I think this land here is mostly going to be farming and then a large village and sheep farms. And then we can do some more rural businesses here. And then eventually we need a space for all of our heavy industrial, which we could probably put somewhere else on the other side of the river, perhaps. Like over here. We could build a bridge across here and do some heavy mining and other things on that side. Somewhat out of town, yet not too far for our people to have to walk forever. But luckily this farm here will supply the new town, and then we'll probably have ourselves, maybe we could build a mill up here, and then have flour supplied to bakeries that will be on that side. Though these are pretty central, and of course when we get a chance we'll build a bridge here, a stone bridge, and delete those sheep farm, and that will be a good advance for our city. Good. All these people standing around are basically homeless since we haven't upgraded them all yet, but we need to expand our lands first. And as you can see here, we've got quite a bit of high desirability areas around the church, and we need to make more on the other side. So before we expand, we need to make sure we have the room to do so and give them places for homes. Excellent. We're already skyrocketing to almost 3,000 income. Great. Let's assign another treasury building. Almost to 4,000 now. Very good. People are working on the towers. Great. Oh, this building looked quite nice. We'll probably put some decorative trees around it. And of course, like all things in this game, they kind of have to be compact because the hexagons that you buy don't really give you a lot of space to build large buildings like that. In fact, I like these types of buildings here that we built. Very small offices that really take advantage of the verticality of the land, which is really good. We'll probably have to build another one of these buildings on this side to continue to store more of our taxes. And as you can see, we're already almost hitting the maximum of this one, about 1,000 remaining. All right, time to promote some more people. We need to get more citizens so we can eventually buy ourselves a bridge. And you can see all the people here who still need homes. Let's go ahead and start with 5. And we'll get those unemployed people soon. Actually, all those unemployed people already have jobs waiting for them. As soon as the farm is ready, boom, they're good to go. Let's take 5 here, too. Well, let's actually do 3. There we go. Good to go, slow at a time. Just a little bit of time. Just a little bit at a time. We're not yet ready. All right, the pathway to the town is open. Excellent. So we can remove this extraction here. We know this is ready. We know this road is ready here. Good. And this is looking good already. Excellent. So now we have some roadways inside of town. And we'll forbid our people to... This will be the Forbidden Forest. And we want them to make roads outside that forest. Excellent. Cool. Oh, tons of money coming in. Great. And the manor is just looking awesome. Now, eventually, we'll put a wall around that, add some more military buildings. It'll look a lot more complete. Right now, it kind of looks vacant and lonely, but it'll be a real triumph here. Oh, it'll look beautiful. With the river off in the distance like that. Gorgeous. And it can almost see over all the lands. Gorgeous. I really want them to add castles to the game, but to be honest, building these more manor-like buildings just feels a little bit more... It's nice that you can build a building like this inside of a town. It looks like it fits... That's a beautiful screenshot right there. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Just a beautiful game. Like a little cartoony art style, but not unbelievable. It's really nice, except for how absolutely frightening it is to see people not blinking. Yeah. Well, eventually they'll get themselves some homes soon. Let's take a look at happiness. Happiness still good. Money's coming in at 100 now. Jeez. We are not making a mansion big enough yet to store all of our gold. It'd be nice if the military buildings could also store gold, too. We have 15 soldiers now in total, and I believe they're ready for another military mission. Oh, we have one partially trained. We're just waiting for... Oh, Knight Sophie. Oh, she must need some extra training because she's a knight now. So she's going to take all day and all night. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. All right, let's see here. So, We're just going to wait for this building to grow a little bit more. Let's see. So we're building the entrance here, then a doorway. Oh, right, we have this side building to construct too, and I'm thinking that could be assigned to it as well. The berries are going to be really good as a mix to make our manor look a little more complete, I think. Nobody's deciding to join our village yet. That's totally fine. Luckily, we have more areas to build homes. I love this. Absolutely wonderful. All of our builders are currently working on the manor, so we probably won't see the wheat farms, but we got the layout ready. And I wonder if we should build a mill to start as well. Could build another one up here. And we could build a granary somewhere down here to store. Give our wheat farms a little extra room to expand. So this one will probably take up this land, and this one will probably take up this land. And then the dairy farm needs a little land to graze, otherwise it gets ridiculous. I think I could actually build a fence, a decorative fence actually keeps the cows out, I believe. Or we could build a an actual small stone wall to separate that, and that'll be fine. Alright, let's build a mill up here, so they don't have to go as far to do that. Let's see. There we go. Excellent. Our workers will have quite a bit of work to do. Oh, this is looking lovely. Can't wait to decorate that as soon as it's done. Oh, military's returning for patrol. Ah, everyone's fully trained. Good. Time to go out on a mission. Let's go ahead and look at available missions. Let's do a mission that is extremely difficult and extremely far. Doesn't look like there's any that are extremely far, but let's send our troops to this one. Now watch this. So this mission is extremely difficult and far away, but check this out. If we put all of our Raptorian troops into it, we have a high chance of success. I also believe that the, even though we probably don't need to send more of these people, keep in mind that the missions always expand too. After you first win it, the king asks for your troops to stay, and the longer they stay, the harder and harder it gets. So we have a chance to really get some super unique items. Actually, if we take a look at that mission, well, we can't take a look at what else there is to get, but there's a chance to get really unique items, like the blueprints and a lot of other things. So our troops are yet again deployed to battle. Let's watch them march through town. Wow, that's really cool. Hold on, let's slow it down there. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's so cool. That's awesome. Oh, and there's our knight. Knight Sophie, looking a little, you okay, Sophie? Ma'am? Wow. Not gonna judge. She grew 4 hands. And, okay. Wow, this is so cool. Look at everybody marching through town. That is awesome. That's really beautiful. That's so cool. Alright, let's continue on. Oh, I can't get enough of the troops passing through town like that. That's so cool. So cool to see all your troops go out on a mission. If we sent out 100 troops, there would be 100 people parading through town. That would just be absolutely amazing. Oh, they're actually crossing the bridge. That's so cool. Geez, I want to get a big army now just to see these parades go out. Ma'am, where are you going? Oh, she's cutting down trees. Wow, so many troops are actually plowing a new way through the kingdom. Look at that. They're actually building a road to victory. Look at that. It's a highway to absolute unquestioned victory. Oh, we have to stop and see this again. This is so cool. I love this. This is great. Go troops, go into battle and be victorious. Oh, this game just keeps getting better all the time. Can't wait until they have like a military update where we can build other types of things like siege weapons and horses, you know, to have mounted cavalry, or to be able to breed horses to send them to the king or whatever and get bonuses from that. Oh, that's going to be so cool. Ah, the main building looks a little off, but I actually think it adds some charm to the building, some character. Kind of cool. Wow, it'd be really nice. I believe when you build the churches, you can choose the color of the, like whether or not they use like plaster or brick. It'd be cool if we could choose the color of our castle roofs. And imagine if there was like a mod for feudal Japan for this, instead of it all being, you know, like Western-looking buildings. You could make Japanese-style buildings, or I'm sure there's mods for that, or to make it look like, you know, Arabic-style or Egyptian buildings or whatnot. And instead of building a church, you could build like a giant sphinx or something. That'd be so cool. Monuments that you could build, you know, under the Monuments tab. That's so neat. Okay, so now we've got one more building to construct. Our boys are out at battle. They're being led by Sophie the Knight. She's going to be great. She's like our own Joan of Arc. Alright. So the farms are going to need a lot more tools to construct. Luckily, we have a lot of tools. Money is flowing into the treasury again. We've only got... This building's not even constructed, and yet it's still almost not enough. It's like I have to build another one of these on the other side. But we'll probably copy and paste this tax office. We'll probably build something that has a little bit more space like that. That looks so cool. This is a tax office, but honestly, I'd like it to be my little house. Although this is kind of like our manor, too. But this is kind of more of our diplomatic office. This is our tax office. This is our... well, I guess this is more of like our palace. Very nice looking building, I must say. Have we assigned all the buildings that have been constructed yet? We're going to need a little more breathing room. Alright, grand total capacity for now is... let's see, let me just get these two assigned to treasury, and we'll take a look at the grand total. Is there any other buildings? Okay, as far as I can see, everything's assigned to a treasury. Hold on. Alright, we'll come back and check it in a minute. Right now, the grand total is 6,100. Wow, okay, that's good. That's a lot of capacity. Beautiful. Wow, we're going for the gold in this one. Raptor is never going to go bankrupt again. And I assume our most money is going up because of trading. My lord, your troops have been very helpful regarding the matter with our evil neighbors. That said, there's seems to be far from being resolved. Yep, go ahead and continue. Extreme success. There you go, 80% chance of a weapon reward. There was also a unique one, a purple, in some of the previous battles I did, which gives me the blueprint. I don't know what to do with that yet, so I'll have to chat with the devs unless you guys know. So feel free to tell me what the blueprints are all about. Maybe we can unlock a building for free without completing some of the prerequisites. Though there's really not much for us remaining. We just need to get 10 citizens. Everything else is seemingly unlocked, except for a couple buildings here. But again, 10 citizens, we're very close. In fact, can we check? We have 3 citizens, so we're getting very close now. Almost halfway there. 30 commoners and 21 serfs. Should probably get some more serfs then. But we need the room. We've got to turn all this area into a city. And we also have to build a marketplace here before we do that. So we'll build a well and a couple marketplaces. Ah, and look at that. Excellent. The bartender can be upgraded, so now we got 4. Ah, we can upgrade the troops. Good. And let's upgrade a few more people to serfs. We'll do 10 there. And we'll do 6 commoners there. And what do we have now? 25 serfs. 35 commoners and 4 citizens. Oh, we can upgrade somebody to a knight as well. Let's see, King Henry. Boom. Now we have 2 knights going into battle. That's awesome. What a big, big day. Let's do 5 more serf upgrades. Actually, yeah, we'll just do 5. I don't want to overwhelm it. Don't want to rush. And we specifically need way more homes. So that's why we're expanding over here. We already knew that was a problem long before it started, so... Oh, look at that. It'll be a nice little tree sitting out there. That's kind of nice. It'll look good in the wheat farm. It'll look really unique. Excellent. And is this building... Oh, this building seems finished. Yep. So now all we need is the thingy there to be done. Oh, that kind of looks cool. We'll put a wall around that. Make it look... pretty unique. I think some trees will probably look best. It's a little high up there. Now just the small guest house to complete. And we'll be good. Happiness just needs more homes according to that. So we'll get that ready. Luckily with all the churches too, by the way, we have more than enough capacity for everybody who might want to... Oh, good. And people are actually building more homes. Look at that. 3 homes already being built here. Perfect. Let's take a look at the church then. Apparently I can't click on that one. Oh, there we go. We can click on this one. So this one adds 20 capacity. The main temporary church adds 80. So we're already up over 100 there with this church. For whatever reason, I can't click on this one. Oh, there it goes. 40. Excellent. Charge! Send our boys into battle. There we go. 80% chances of a unique reward. And we still have a high success probability. And that's why you send a ton of troops. So that way you can get into the late battles. Increases your... it's basically like, you know, continuing to bet on black in Vegas. Let it ride, baby. Let it ride. We may lose some troops, but our troops who come back will be extremely skilled. We'll add some new troops to them, and then we'll give them better weapons, and the cycle will continue, and we'll keep on being victorious. Glory to Raptoria. Absolutely. All right, we have ourselves a few more trees to cut down, and then our loggers can go back to cutting down in our reclamation areas. Very small, but close to town, which is good because they'll be put to good work at the sawmill and stuff, which needs to be built as well. But all of our builders are busy at the manor, so it'll just be a little bit of time. And then that should raise happiness when all the houses are complete. So 3 more homes, it looks like, under construction here. We're running out of room, so that's why we're going to take this place up. Build a large marketplace and well in the middle. We'll build a church here, too. One of our new permanent churches, built of stone. Probably build that, like, right here. Right into these trees or whatnot. And then we'll build all the homes around it, and we won't have any more problems with homes. And then we'll just build some more bakeries and such. We'll probably build some bakeries inside town, too. And also some weavers and some other things, too. We'll get these sheep out of here finally and probably convert this land to residential and move these weavers somewhere where people haven't built homes. Or add more. That's a good thing, too, is that if you have land up for... you know, high desirability or whatnot, like here. We can always decorate around here to try to attract more home builders. Looks like there's another house being built there. But then we can fill it in with things they'll need, like weavers and such. Luckily, nobody's really buying homes yet. But we're doing okay. And all of our expenses now are just going towards trade of buying bread, which is keeping everybody happy till we're done expanding. Overall, pretty good, I'd say, for this episode. Good indeed. Alright guys, I'll see you next time, where again we will jump ahead to where some of these buildings have been complete and the forest will be clear. And the next time you see me, again, we're jumping ahead. We're jumping ahead. Things will change. So keep that in mind for our next episode. The manor will be complete, some buildings will be under construction and completed here, and we will be... Nope. No, we'll be victorious. There we go. Alright, cool. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.